You got me in my work uniform. I'm up against it today. So I've been in Etsy jail for a long time, and I call Etsy jail the thing that I'm on at the moment where, because the shop's doing so well, they take 75% of my sales and hold on to it for 45 days. So for a while, I haven't been seeing a lot of the money that I've been taking. But that's starting to lift now, so I'm actually starting to get some significant paydays. Well, they're significant for me at least. So I have been working in the background and stuffing that cash, but now I've got some nice pay chunks that I would like to share with you. Before we go into the video, I do want to say thank you so much to everybody who supported me on Etsy. I'm genuinely overwhelmed by all the love and support I'm getting on every platform that I'm getting. Like, I literally cannot believe it. So thank you so much to everybody who has. And if you're not in a financial position to be able to support me on Etsy, or you don't like my stuff, thank you so much for supporting me on YouTube. We have just hit 900 subscribers. How on earth did that happen? Thank you so much. Hi guys, gals and non-binary pals, welcome back to Budget with Ira. My name is Ira and I am on a debt-free journey. I'm on a debt-free journey because I racked up over £13,000 worth of debt. I post debt and budget-related content every 3 days so that I can achieve my dream of owning my first home as an individual. If you would like to support me with that dream, please consider subscribing to the channel because it makes a huge difference. Who knows, you could be subscriber number 1000. So I've got some nice pay chunks to show you today, so shall we just get straight into it? Okay, so today I am going to be stuffing 2 Etsy checks. I tend to stuff each week, but the amount that I've been getting paid, as I said, has been really small. But because these were quite big for me, I want to capture it on camera just to celebrate you guys, because you are the ones who make this possible. This week, I got paid $111.71. And then the week before, I got paid £183.08, which is just phenomenal. That gave me $294.79. That's a lot of money. That's a real lot of money. Thank you so much. I've got to be responsible with this money, so I've got to sort of break it down a little bit. So for me, there's tax to pay for. There is also business spending. And there's also take-home pay, so how much money I will take home each week out of what I get. So for me, because it's a small amount of money, I'm comfortable putting away 20% for tax, and then returning 30% to the business, because I'm always bringing out new stuff and I'm always thinking towards the future. So that's what's important to me. And I don't really feel that if I take home anything less than 50%, it's almost kind of, even though I really enjoy it, I need to make sure that I've got some sort of beneficial gain from this. So when I break this $294.79 down, tax ends up at $58.96, and business expenses end up at $88.43, which leaves me with $147.40. Now I won't always take all of that out. I sort of round it up to the nearest pound or the nearest £5 just to make it easier, and I can leave the rest in the account and that can just add to my buffer. I took out in cash £145. The remaining £2.40, I bought some chicken nuggets because, you know, I gotta treat myself. So let's go see how much money I've got. So this is the money that I've got from the bank. I used my November exclusive cash total slip in the leopard print, which I just love these. These are so nice. These turned out so well. So I've got a couple of pound coins because that's what I wanted. There's 5 there, and the rest should be about 140. That's the other one. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. So I've got £140. So let me tell you how I'm gonna break this down. So for me, the most important thing was to actually, let me move this away. There's been one thing that's been bugging me, and I just wanted to get it done and dusted, and that was my November envelope. challenge. So I'm going to conclude that with you here today. So this is the money envelope challenge that Pinching the Pennies made for me in these beautiful pink envelopes. So we've got an £8 envelope. Let's do that. I'm really happy to have this done. I've found that these envelope challenge are tricky, but if you stick with them, they'll do you right, because this £120 done now. Okay, so that is the £8 done. And then the last one is a 10. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, that is the September, even though we're in October, September envelope challenge done and dusted, and I literally could not be happier. I have never saved any money in my entire life, and I have just saved £120. I am going to do a video about unstuffing this and what I'm going to do with the money. It's not as exciting as what you think, but I will do it anyway. Okay, so the next thing we are doing is we are going into my budget binder. So if you remember a couple of videos back when I got my first ever Etsy paycheck, I said that when I get paid £40, I'm going to stuff my sinking funds, and I told you what my new sinking funds are going to be. So that is around about £40 worth of money. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff those today. I have done 3 stuffings, I think, on camera and 1 off camera. So these are the sinking funds that fall in my future. So clothing gets 5, which means now I have 10, 15, 20, 25. That is almost 1 piece of clothing. I'm excited. Dental gets 5 as well. So that is now 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Deposit gets £10. So this is a deposit for whatever I need a deposit for in the future. I know it's weird to have it loose, but I know I'm going to need it for either a new flat or a house or whatever it's going to be. I've now got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That is rising quite quickly. I'm really pleased with that. Next is laptop, and that gets 10 as well. So that is now 10, 20, 30, 50. That is probably a bit under 10% there. Silhouette gets a £5, and I'd already saved up quite a bit for the silhouette. Yeah, let's go through this. I actually need to get these 50s changed. So I'm going to do it backwards. 50, 100, and 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. 145. I think if I went for a cricket, I could maybe in about £55 more, I could actually get a cricket. Tattoo gets £5. So that is now 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's good. I'm really pleased with that. It's nice to stuff things that I'm excited about for the future that are quite frivolous. As long as I don't put too much money into it, it's all good. Have you seen these, by the way? These are my little trackers that I use for my business spending and my tracking. This is my debt-free tracker. This is one of the bubble ones that you can get, and it's just a really nice reminder of how much I've put away to debt each month. Look at that, 2,382 in May. Jeez Louise. Okay, we are done with this. So in this video, I am going to show some new products to you. These are products that I'm actually quite excited about. These are listed on Etsy now, but because work has been so crazy, I'm not exactly proud of the listings, and they're not my best quality in the fact that I've only done a thumbnail. So at least if I can show them to you here, eventually I will get the listing proper. in time, but bear with me with that because I do want to get these products out to you and show you them, but I don't always have the time to make everything perfect, if that makes sense. Let's start with the first new product. So this is a mini cash savings binder. I love this, okay? So it's bound with a bit of elastic and it has rings on it that I've got millions of colors of these, so I will coordinate them to whatever design you choose. Obviously they come in all the major designs, so the 6 that we have, the rainbow, the sprinkles, all of those, but you can also get whatever month we're in as well. So at the moment you could get this all in October or all in November leopard print. So you get a front page, the front cover is whatever you want. You can have your logo or you could have whatever you're saving for. So for me, I'm saving for an emergency fund. And then what you have is a little breakdown sheet. So you tell me how you want to break down your savings. So for me, I want to save £1,000 and I want to do that in chunks of 40. So as I do 40 and stuff an envelope with 40, I will cross that off and do it. And then what you have is 25 midi-sized envelopes in whatever design you want. Like absolutely anything. I know it looks loose now, but once you've stuffed this with cash, it's going to be a chunker and it's going to be lovely. It just makes it a bit nicer to save your money up in. And I'm really excited to fill this, empty it, chuck it in the bank and then use it for something else. So you do get 25 envelopes with this, but if you want to have more envelopes, you can add a couple more in on the listing and they're cheaper than a midi envelope just because, you know, you're already paying enough for this already. So today what I will be doing, let me get a Sharpie, is I'm actually going to stuff 2 weeks. So ideally I would like to stuff £40 a week until I have got my first £1,000 in my emergency fund. So today I'm going to stuff 40 and another 40, which takes me to 80. So I've done these in the solid design to match my budget with Ira aesthetic, but you can get anything, like absolutely anything. Wouldn't it be nice to have a whole leopard print one of these? Okay, that's the first week done, and then this is the second week done. So ideally I'll be stuffing £40 a week. If I can't, I'm not going to beat myself up about it, but that'll be that. But look, already it's going to be a lovely chunker. And then you get this piece of elastic to go over it. You don't need to use it if you don't want to, and they're not all green, by the way. I will correspond them. You could do it that way if you prefer, but I really like the way that that looks. You can have it loose. I just think that's a really, really nice thing. So definitely check that out on my store. So the next thing that I'd like to show you is this new envelope. So in this envelope, I would like to put aside £5 when I can. So this is a no pressure for me cash envelope stuffing. So for me, I would like to elevate my YouTube videos and I want to save up for lights and a new camera. So I was going to put action on it, but gross, but also it doesn't fit in. So this envelope is just a standard A6 budget with Ira envelope, but on the back we have a tracker. So this is a £5 saving envelope, and once we have done all of this, it saves up £500. I also offer this for a 10 and a 20, so you can get 1,000 and 2,000. If you stuff yen, if you stuff dollar, if you stuff euro, you can get this as well. And it's really, really nice. I just think lovely, like unassuming, little fiver in there. And I've done it the color of a fiver for me, but you can have any design you want. So the design is on here, where you normally have a plain back, you've got the little tracker on the back. So let's go back to the Sharpie and cross off my first fiver. And then I'm just going to put it with the future. So I will put it just behind tattoo. I just think that's a really nice thing to have. Now, if you have bought a million envelopes from me and you're like, oh, I can't be bothered to buy another envelope, you can get a 3-pack of 5, 10 and 15 little tracker cards. So these are designed to fit lovely and snug within your cash envelope. and they fit just perfectly, really. And then you can take it out as you go along. I don't know if they fit other people's envelopes, but they definitely fit mine beautifully. So if you don't want another envelope, but you still want to participate, you could get these. Now, it's a free pack. If you look at the listing, you can get 3 of the same, 3 of whatever really, and you can tell me what steps you want to do it in. Like, it's really quite malleable in that way. So that's fantastic. I'm not going to use this, but I am going to chuck this in somebody's order. So if you've got an Etsy order coming up soon, you could be lucky and get this chucked in for you. I offer my mini envelopes in a 100 envelope challenge, and I'm aware of how expensive it is. I will stick firm with the price because I think my time is worth that sort of money, and the level of quality that you get I think is worth it. However, I believe that £100 odd pound isn't really in everybody's price range. Like, let's be frank, most of us are on a budgeting journey, and £100 and something to stuff a couple of quid isn't really viable. So I am offering a couple of options for you. So what I will be selling is paper envelopes. Now, I know I've sold paper cash envelopes on my site before, and they haven't really done well. They didn't get much bite, but this could be quite good for you. So if you like the idea of a 100 envelope challenge, I've got that for you in a couple of different price points. So the first price point is £2. Isn't that a good deal? It is digital. So what you have with the digital listing is loads of PDFs like this. You get sprinkles here, you get rainbow, you get confetti in a couple of colors, you get solid in a couple of colors, you get a plain white one with a tracker. Everything you print off yourself, you cut it as you go along. Absolutely marvelous. And that is a wonderful listing. I am aware of how much plastic I use in my production. Like, I laminate absolutely everything, but I wanted to do a 100 envelope challenge, but I did not want to laminate envelopes because I just don't want to use plastic when I don't need to. So what I am going to do is I'm going to print off one of these every week, and I'm going to stuff my 100 envelope challenge, and I'm going to start with £1. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it a step further because I want to try and offset how much plastic I throw away. So in this listing, you get an envelope that is just the outline, it's just white. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to print that on my waist. So let me show you what I've done for this week's envelope. I have printed it and cut it out onto my McDonald's wrapper. So this is my first envelope from the 100 envelope challenge, and I'm going to stuff £1 in it. So I'm just going to get some glue. So all you got to do is print it out, print it on whatever you want, and then I got some roller glue here. Don't need very much, just need to be able to make an envelope. Now these are the exact same size as my mini envelopes, so there's no need to worry about size or anything like that. And then here is the envelope. Cute, right? Gorgeous. That is my first envelope stuffed. And then with the listing, you get a PDF of the 100 envelope challenge. And here it is here. So I'm going to go ahead and cross off envelope 1. Is that the best way to do it? Yeah, it'll do. So as I said, there's a couple of different price points with this, and there is a next level up. So if you don't like sort of printing them out yourself, what I can do is print them out for you on gorgeous 160 GSM, really nice, good quality paper in whichever design you want. So you can be really specific about this and say, I want this specific purple or whatever you want. And I will mail them to you so that you can cut them out, stick them, and make your envelope challenge. And that's quite a good bargain as well, because all of the printing cost is gone. All you got to do is cut and stick, and then you're good to go. Then you have the next level up, which is I will make them. So you design them, then I will make them, and I will mail them to you. And I will mail them to you with a gorgeous box. And you'll either get your 100 envelopes or your 50 envelopes that fit gorgeously in here, and you also get a roll of washi tape which will coordinate with whatever your design is, and you'll get it ready made, ready for you to go. So I'm going to keep this in here, And that's my first week done. Now the last thing I'd like to show you is the same thing, but just for Christmas. So do you remember my Christmas designs? Well, you can get them as well. So you can get these as a digital download, and the tracker looks slightly different as well. So you can get the tracker for 52 envelopes or for 100 envelopes as well. And you get 6 designs, and they are the same designs as my Christmas cards. So you can get this as a digital, you can get this printed like this, and I post it to you with enough envelopes that you need, or I will make them for you as well. And that's all within the listing. But what I'm going to do myself is I'm going to start the 52-week envelope challenge for Christmas, because I would like to, this is not for other people, let's be honest, I would like to stuff 52 envelopes so that I can do something really fun myself. So let me show you how I make them. When I print them out for you, they are printed on 160 GSM paper stock, so you don't actually need washi tape at the back, but it's nice to have it sometimes. I'm not going to use washi tape for these, and I'm going to stuff this pound, and I'm going to put £1, and I'm going to cross it off my tracker, and I'm going to stuff the pound, and that is me done and dusted. So let's recap. We have the 152 paper envelope challenges in 3 different styles. Digital, you can have the unmade, which is a bit of a saving, or the made one, and that comes with the box and the washi tape. Then we have the normal 100 or 52 envelope challenge, and the fully made one come with a sexy box and a lovely washi tape. We have the 5, 10 and 20 pound trackers, £500 envelope savings challenge, which has all of the cross-offs on the back. And we have this gorgeous envelope to save up for your really focused savings, which I'm so excited about. I'm just excited to have this full. The listings aren't perfect yet, but I just wanted to offer something for everybody at as many price points as I possibly can, because a lot of you are coming towards the end of your debt-free journey and starting to save, and I think, you know, joining me along here is going to be wonderful. I'm not going to be throwing this much money at savings all the time. It's just going to be when I can. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for basically giving me this money. Absolutely no obligation to buy these. Give me feedback if you hate them, but I'm excited to show you what I do each week. It's going to be good. Thank you. Welcome back, guys, gals and non-binary pals. Thank you so much for getting through to the end of the video. It means so much to me when you get through to the end of the video. It does something magical to the algorithm. Don't quite understand it, but when you watch the video for a really, really long time, it promotes my channels more and gets me out to more people. So thank you so much if you're already here. It'd be wonderful if you liked this video, and also if you commented on this video using this emoji. While I've got you here, so the people that get to the end of the video, you are my true besties. I have been sort of struggling a little bit lately with the upload schedule. I think at the moment, at this point in my life, every 3 days might be a bit much for me. I'm gonna try and do it, but I think I've got to the point now where I'm not really learning anything new about making videos, and I'm actually just getting myself a bit burnt out. So I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think 3 days a week is really, really important to you and you like to see me and all of that, and you're not too concerned about the quality of the video? Or would you like me to spend a bit more time on the video? So I think maybe for me, maybe every 4 days would be really nice, because then I can actually learn something from the videos and actually make better content for you. Or would you like something a bit more structured, like I upload every Sunday and every Thursday or something like that, and then I sprinkle in the odd bonus video? I'd really like to know your thoughts on that. I hope you liked today's video. I hope it came out on Wednesday. If it didn't, I've done something wrong. At the moment, I will see you in 3 days. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful budget. I'll see you in 3 days. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.